I'm Ann Warfield with Impression Management Professionals. Today I'm going to share with you what are some of the top critical mistakes that salespeople make. There's actually 10 mistakes that can cause you to lose the deal. Today I'm going to focus just on 3 of them. The first one is presenting too often and too early in the process. You see, we find a lot of the organizations we work with feel that the presentation is what is going to get the person to want to buy from you. But what happens when you present too early and too often, people start thinking, I've already heard about that. That sounds stale. You're not bringing anything new to the table. And what you run into is a stagnation process in the sales cycle that ends up elongating it and not getting you to close the deal. Now, actually, the presentation part of a sales call should be about the 7th step, but we find that most organizations use it as an entry point. Number 2 is when they do present, they focus on here's who we are, here's what we do, and here's what we can do for you. Now, the problem with that is it's actually the exact opposite of how your listener brings in information and analyzes the value of what you have to say. So they don't want to hear about first who you are until they know that you understand what they need and that you're able to demonstrate that and tie what they need to what you have. Then cementing it with who you are all of a sudden makes sense for them as to what is the value of your company and you. The third biggest mistake that I see salespeople make is literally they think right as they're walking into the room, what do I need to say? What do I need to say? How am I going to focus this message? What I want you to notice is who is that energy put on? Not the client, not the customer, it's on you. And what it does is it puts a lot of pressure in your brain to be right, puts pressure on your brain to be outthinking the person. And here's the drastic thing it does. It cuts down your ability to listen by over 60%. So with Outcome Thinker, we're always looking at, from the customer's point of view, how do you flip some of these mistakes around and be able to get as much success as possible? Because when you get in front of the client, you have a limited amount of time. How do you maximize that? This is Ann Warfield with Impression Management Professionals, where we show you how to use outcome thinking in order to get the results that you want.